A message from God to you, my beloved son, my beloved daughter. I want to talk to you about the divine gifts that bring healing and meaning to your path on earth. Empathy and compassion. These qualities come from the depths of my being and reflect the love I feel for each of my children. Empathy is a fire that lights up when you look at your neighbor and allows you to feel his joys and pains as your own. It is a bridge that connects human hearts, transcending the boundaries of individuality and reminding us that in the service of existence we are all interconnected. By developing empathy, your vision expands and you begin to see life through the eyes of others. This is not just an exercise in understanding, it is a transformational experience that breaks down barriers between oneself and others. You will find that deep down everyone craves the same love and acceptance. Compassion, in turn, is the impetus that motivates you to act in response to empathy. This is not just a feeling of someone else's pain, but also a deep desire to alleviate this pain. Compassion is the power that makes the heart strive to become an instrument of my love in the lives of others. Show your faith and step on Satan's head by writing your life to God in the comments and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. By developing empathy and compassion, you become a beacon of light in the lives of those who come your way. Compassion is not limited to those you love by nature. It extends to all living beings. It is an outstretched hand to those in need, the warm embrace of the wounded souls of humanity. When you look at others with an open heart, you realize that everyone is carrying a burden. Everyone is fighting in silence. Empathy builds bridges, and compassion creates a safe path for my love. Along the way, you will meet souls in desperate need of sympathy, longing for someone who understands their struggle. Do not underestimate the power of a kind word, gesture, or action. Through these actions, my presence is manifested. Empathy is not only 4 moments of pain, but also 4 moments of joy. Celebrating the victories and achievements of others with a joyful heart is also a form of empathy. Understanding that every victory is a blessing, and every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Looking at life through my eyes, compassion is not limited by geographical boundaries or cultural differences. It transcends languages and beliefs. There are no strangers in true compassion. There are only brothers and sisters. Understand that your mission on earth is to be a source of unconditional love, no matter who receives it. Empathy and compassion are not signs of weakness, but manifestations of noble strength. The ability to empathize and experience the joys and sorrows of others does not make you vulnerable, but elevates you to a higher level of understanding. Compassion is not a concession, but an expression of the transformation of the goodness that life has to offer. Do this every day, immediately after waking up. If you haven't done it yet today, start right now and write in the comments, with God, I deserve to develop empathy and compassion. You will realize that true greatness lies in serving others, not because you expect rewards or praise, not because the love in you naturally overflows with compassion. This is not a deal, it's a gift. Empathy and compassion are like torches, illuminating your path, providing clarity, decision-making ability, and direction in your choices. When you allow yourself to see the world through the eyes of love, you realize that life is a divine dance, where every step is guided by the harmony of my destiny. By accepting sympathy and compassion, you become a channel for the manifestation of my love on earth. Your life turns into a symphony of service, and every note sounds like a melody of eternal love. Remember that in empathy and compassion, you discover that the true essence of your humanity and divinity are intertwined. My beloved son, my beloved daughter, society often praises strength as synonymous with physical, mental, or emotional perfection. However, my idea of power transcends these earthly limitations. True strength manifests itself where you acknowledge your vulnerability, because that is where my merciful light can shine. Your weaknesses are not flaws or defects, but rather a gentle reminder of your humanity. When you humbly accept these limitations, You allow them to work in you in an extraordinary way. My strength is perfected in weaknesses, turning them into steps on the ladder of your spiritual development. Unlike what the world often teaches you, you don't need to hide your vulnerabilities from me or others. The constant pursuit of apparent invulnerability is an illusion that only distracts you from true healing and growth. Authenticity in front of me is the first step to feeling my strength in your weakness. God is with you, and His unwavering love is the anchor rope leading you through every turn. Do you believe that? If so, then demonstrate your faith in these words by writing in the comments, "God be with me." Don't let shame or fear stop you from sharing your vulnerabilities with me. Remember, even when everyone else turns away from you, I will remain steadfast, ready to embrace you with my love and comfort. By allowing your weaknesses to be resolved, you allow the divine light to penetrate into the darkest corners of your soul. When faced with difficulties that seem more serious than your ability to overcome them, remember that it is at these moments that you can experience the miracle of my intervention. Your weakness becomes the perfect canvas for me to create a masterpiece. Masterpieces of grace in restoration and renewal should not be ashamed to cry, afraid to get lost. Vulnerability is a fertile ground on which true strength is revealed. When you let the tears flow, you are watering the seeds of your future resilience with every deep breath. I breathe in the courage needed to face the unknown. True strength lies not in the absence of weaknesses, but in the courage to acknowledge them and confront them. It is easy to hide inner pain behind external facades, but real healing begins when you decide to confront your weaknesses in the light of my truth. It is at this moment of acceptance that you begin to see the majestic power that I have put into you. Please note, often your biggest weaknesses are those areas where you may be most sensitive. Your unique vulnerability allows you to understand the problems of others. Don't shy away from pain. Accept it as part of your path to healing and growth. To be strong, you have to carry the world on your shoulders. Real strength is the ability to understand when you need help, when you need to trust in my care. I hear every cry and see an opportunity to support you in every prayer. Express and embody this victory, because I am the winner. Know, my son, my daughter, that I love you forever and will always be by your side. Also know that every day I am more proud of you, because I see your increasing desire to be in my presence. Real strength is not a constant pursuit of perfection, but a constant act of trust in me, despite the imperfections. It takes courage to confront your fears and trust my promises when you are surrounded by uncertainty. In your weakness, I am a solid rock on which you can find solace and safety. Remember, every trial, every tear is a page in the book of your story, the story that I am writing with you. Your weaknesses are not the end of the story, but the chapters that enrich the plot. In your weaknesses, you find motivation for the next act, where my grace shines brighter. When you feel weak, let me be your strength. When you feel lost, let me be your guide. In your weaknesses, you will discover a power that transcends everything. Human understanding is the true power, not the one that comes from within yourself, but the one that flows from me through you. In every weakness, I see an opportunity to show my glory. In each challenge, there is a chance to unleash your transformative power. This power will support you at all times of your life. Before I go, beloved son, beloved daughter, remember that I love you and will always be with you. Know also that you cannot imagine the joy I feel when you take a few minutes of your day to be in my presence. If you want to stay with me a little longer, just click on the video that will now appear on your screen, because I have prepared it with great love and care for you. I'll see you there.